Roger Federer, a name that doesn't just belong to tennis royalty, it defines it. For over 2 decades, he was the elegant face of Nike tennis. Effortless, timeless, untouchable. But in 2018, something strange happened. Federer stepped onto the court in Wimbledon, wearing Uniqlo. No announcement, no farewell, just gone. So what happened? Why did Nike let go one of the greatest icons in sports? The answer, like Federer's backhand, is smooth, but packs a punch. Let's dive in. Let's rewind to the mid-90s. A 13-year-old Swiss kid signs a modest deal with Nike. Nobody's paying attention. He's talented, sure, but the tennis world isn't short on talent. Fast forward a decade, and that same kid becomes a global phenomenon. Wimbledon titles, Olympic medals, Grand Slam dominance. But here's what sets him apart. It wasn't just the wins, it was the way he won. Graceful footwork, flawless technique, that signature one-handed backhand. He was poetry in motion, and Nike turned that elegance into a brand. They gave him a clean aesthetic, minimalist designs, the iconic RF logo. It stood for more than just his initials. It became a symbol of class and dominance. And Nike, they weren't just backing a champion, they were building an icon. Jump to 2018, Federer is 36, still elite, still drawing millions in sponsorships. But let's be honest, the clock is ticking. His Nike contract is up for renewal. They reportedly offer him $10 million a year, a solid offer for a legend nearing the end of his run. And then comes Uniqlo, a Japanese fashion brand known for minimalism, not tennis. They offer Federer a jaw-dropping $300 million over 10 years. No tournament minimums, no need to even play, just wear their apparel. That's $30 million a year to be Federer. And Nike, they pass. They don't even enter a bidding war. From the outside, it looked like a blunder. How could Nike let Federer go? But from a business lens, it made sense. Nike is a performance brand. Their model is built on investing in what's next. While Federer was an icon, he was nearing retirement. His ROI, return on investment, was fading. At the same time, Nike was going all in on the future. Naomi Osaka, fresh, powerful, globally appealing. Nick Kyrgios, edgy, unpredictable, and Gen Z bait. Rafael Nadal, already a Nike legend with years left in the tank. In other words, Nike wasn't chasing nostalgia. They were betting on longevity. But here's the key difference. Nike saw Federer's value on the court. Uniqlo saw his value beyond it. Now here's a twist most fans miss. When Federer left Nike, he left without his own logo. Nike owned the RF trademark. So for nearly 2 years, Federer couldn't wear his signature branding. Imagine you've built a personal empire, and you don't even own the flag you fly under. Every cap, every shirt, every merch drop with the RF, Nike kept selling them. Without Federer in the picture. It took until 2020, after legal back and forth and behind-the-scenes negotiation, for Federer to finally reclaim the rights to his own brand. The RF wasn't just about aesthetics. It represented tens of millions in merchandise sales, licensing potential, and most importantly, identity. Behind the scenes, Federer was playing a longer game. The Uniqlo deal wasn't about shirts and shorts. It gave him space, freedom, time to build something bigger. Enter On, a Swiss sneaker startup. Federer doesn't just sign on, he invests, co-develops, and becomes the face of their performance line. And then comes the Roger, his own signature sneaker. Not a tennis shoe for the court, a lifestyle sneaker, sleek, minimalist, and premium. It's Federer as a fashion entrepreneur. Think about it. Jordan has Jumpman, Kanye had Yeezy. Federer, now he has the Roger. He's no longer just a tennis player. He's a global brand architect. But let's flip the lens. Why did Uniqlo offer so much? Because they weren't just buying Federer, they were buying credibility. Uniqlo had tried sponsoring athletes before. Kei Nishikori was a notable name, but Federer, he was an icon with universal appeal. He brought elegance, global recognition, and massive media attention. In Asia, Federer is revered. In Europe, he's royalty. In the US, he's loved even by people who don't watch tennis. For Uniqlo, this was marketing gold. And with no performance clauses, they weren't just buying a tennis player. They were buying ambassadorship. Nike letting Federer go isn't as rare as you think. They've done this before. Tiger Woods, kept. Kobe Bryant, lost to Adidas, then brought back. Steph Curry, let go. He signed with Under Armour and built their brand. To Nike, athletes aren't static investments. They're portfolio pieces. The risk to reward shifts. Nike isn't sentimental. It's ruthless. But that's why they're Nike. So, did Federer win? Absolutely. He took a sponsorship deal and used it to build equity, independence, and long-term income. Did Uniqlo win? Yes, they got more global brand lift from Federer than any traditional campaign could have delivered. And Nike? They stuck to their model, betting on younger athletes to protect their margins. They lost an icon, but gained space for new stories. But this story is bigger than Federer. It signals a shift in athlete brand dynamics. Today's stars aren't just endorsers, they're entrepreneurs. They want equity, ownership, creative control. And Federer's move shows what that can look like when it's done right. It's the athlete as CEO model, and others are following suit. Serena Williams with Serena Ventures, LeBron James with Spring Hill, Lionel Messi investing in tech, gaming, and real estate. Federer may be soft-spoken, but this move, it was loud. When Federer appeared in Uniqlo for the first time, the tennis world was stunned. Fans weren't just confused, they were emotional. The swoosh had been part of Federer's identity for 20 years. People associated that clean Nike gear with every one of his greatest moments. The change felt unnatural. Some thought it was a step down, others felt betrayed. But slowly the tide shifted. As Federer began talking about his new projects, his investments, and the Roger sneaker, fans began to understand. This wasn't just a fashion switch. It was a repositioning of Federer as something more than an athlete. And that made the shift feel right. Let's talk about the Roger. It's not flashy, it's not a basketball shoe or a running shoe. It's quiet, minimalist, subtle, just like Federer. But here's the thing. It sells out. On created something sleek, functional, and desirable. They didn't just design a shoe, they designed a lifestyle. And Federer, he didn't just endorse it, he built it. The Roger isn't about speed or power. It's about movement, elegance, and everyday performance. It's a product designed for people who want to move like Federer, even if they never picked up a racket. Federer's move wasn't about leaving Nike, it was about growing beyond it. He used a late career contract to build something timeless, a brand, a business, a platform. And in doing so, he gave future athletes a new model, one that isn't just about the biggest deals, but about the right one. So maybe Nike didn't lose Federer. Maybe Federer became something Nike could never fully contain. So the next time you see Federer on a billboard in Uniqlo or wearing the Roger on a red carpet, remember, this wasn't a goodbye to Nike. It was a graduation. Nike helped shape his image, but Federer, he took control of his future. So what do you think? Did Nike make the right call? Or did they underestimate the power of personal branding? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit like if you learned something new, and subscribe to Brand Stories for more deep dives into the business behind sports and icons.